numbers go up every series in the playoffs, everybody. No doubt about that. And we know that he's big time and he's an all-star caliber player. I'm just saying in terms of this system.
Butler with the Heat down 2, waiting. 2 seconds left. Butler for the tie. Lays it in. Jimmy buckets.
Nobody saw it coming. Jimmy Butler, fresh off of a toxic breakup with Miami, suspended 3 times in one season, suddenly lands in Golden State. And what looks like desperation turned out to be genius. This is how the Warriors pulled off one of the boldest trades in NBA history, and why the rest of the league should be scared. The Golden State Warriors have long been associated with basketball dominance. 4 championships in the last decade, built on the foundation of unselfish play, sharpshooting, and chemistry. But when the 2025 season began, they unleashed a move so bold it sent shockwaves through the league. This is the story of how Golden State executed an insane plan to land Jimmy Butler and flip the NBA upside down. The NBA was set ablaze when rumors surfaced that Jimmy Butler could leave the Miami Heat to join Stephen Curry at Golden State. At first, it seemed like a simple swap, but what followed was a complex multi-team deal that reshaped the entire NBA landscape. Before targeting Butler, the Warriors considered reuniting with former MVP Kevin Durant. Fans were hyped, but Durant made it clear he wasn't interested in a return to the Bay. Next came talks with the Bulls for Zach LaVine, an explosive scorer who could add some juice to the lineup. But when those negotiations stalled, the Warriors pivoted. They turned their sights to Miami's volatile but playoff-proven superstar, Jimmy Butler. And that's when everything changed. Butler wasn't just talented, he was a killer, a defensive enforcer, a leader in the trenches, and most importantly, he was exactly what the Warriors were missing. After weeks of meticulous negotiations, the trade finally dropped. To the Warriors, Jimmy Butler. To the Heat, Andrew Wiggins, Kyle Anderson, and a protected 2025 first-round pick. Others, Dennis Schroeder was rerouted to the Utah Jazz, and Lindy Waters III to the Pistons. And then came the bombshell. Butler declined his 25-26 player option and signed a new 2-year extension worth $121 million. He was all in. Let's talk about Butler's Miami meltdown, because Butler's last season in Miami was chaotic. Despite leading the Heat to deep playoff runs, including in NBA Finals, tensions reached a breaking point. His first suspension came for 7 games for repeated team misconduct. Then Butler missed a team flight and was suspended again for insubordination. And then after being benched versus Orlando, Butler stormed out of a shoot-around. The result? Indefinite suspension without pay. The Heat cited withholding services and other violations. The writing was on the wall. The Butler-Miami relationship was over. In media interviews, Butler dismissed the reports as hearsay, insisting no one had truly heard his side of the story. So why did he choose Golden State? Well, a few key reasons make Golden State a perfect match. First, championship pedigree. With 4 titles in 8 years, the Warriors offered Butler his best shot at a ring. Next is the locker room culture. Steve Kerr's leadership and the brotherhood between Curry and Draymond created a system of trust and sacrifice, one that mirrors Butler's mentality. And of course, it being the perfect fit. Butler doesn't need the ball to dominate. He's a defensive stopper, mid-range assassin, and elite closer. Paired with Steph's gravity and Draymond's playmaking, it's a nightmare for opposing teams. Butler didn't want to babysit young stars. He wanted to win, and Golden State offered both opportunity and structure. What are the advantages of this move though? Well, one is defensive versatility. Butler can guard a 1 to a 4 and elevate any defensive scheme. The next thing is the offensive depth. He takes pressure off of Curry. And then, of course, leadership. His intensity and experience raises the team floor and the ceiling. Warriors GM Mike Dunleavy knew exactly who he was getting. Having played with Butler in Chicago, he had first-hand knowledge of Jimmy's work ethic and personality. That relationship helped him get the deal done. Stephen Curry and Draymond Green reportedly gave their blessing early on. They knew what Butler would bring to the table. and bring he did. Let's talk about Butler's impact. In his Warrior debuts against the Grizzlies, Butler did it all: scoring, defending, leading. Golden State walked away with a 134-125 win. LeBron James, after playing against the revamped Warriors, called the move strategic brilliance. Some even compared it to Golden State's signing of Kevin Durant. Butler didn't just fit in, he leveled up the Warriors' championship hopes. Yes, his fiery personality still needs managing, but with Curry and Draymond in the locker room, discipline isn't an issue. And off the court, Butler has stepped up as a mentor to the Warriors' younger players. He's not just playing basketball, he's instilling a mindset. In a league full of flashy moves and ring chasers, the Warriors didn't just trade for Jimmy Butler. They made a power play that could reshape the NBA. But what do you think? Was this the smartest trade of the decade? Or will it blow up in their faces? Let us know in the comments. And if you want to see how another trade scammed an entire franchise, watch this next video, how this NBA trade scammed an entire team.